Yall, Nate Perkins. Howdy y'all. So, I had the opportunity this weekend to go to the Weapons of Grass Destruction in Tupelo, Mississippi, which is why I am in this hotel room and not in my normal place. But while I was there, Nate Perkins of the Disc Golf Pro Tour was at the tournament playing, and he actually put on a clinic and he let me film, which was awesome. And there was one piece of advice, honestly, there was a ton of advice that he gave that was phenomenal, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. But one piece of advice that he gave, and I really want to share with you guys today, and it's all about the mental aspect of the story of your round. What happens when you have that blow up hole? How do you move past it? And so rather than me giving the advice, I wanted to show you the video from the clinic of Nate breaking it down. So without further ado, let's jump into Nate.
Like when I was first started playing, like when I blew up on a hole, like kind of my whole like situation felt like it was collapsing. You know, like I felt just like really red in the face, and I just like felt embarrassed, you know. But the more I progressed, the more I try to isolate like myself from what my disc golf round is, you know. And the blow up hole just happened, but the less that you can like have an emotional rise out of it, the more you're going to be able to get off of what just happened, you know. Like the bogey train is only, it's real, but it's only powered by your thoughts. Okay, you know the bogey train. I
rode the bogey train all day today.
Yeah. The bogey train.
I'm the captain of the bogey train.
The bogey train runs on steam, and the steam is your thoughts. Okay, if you bogey a hole, you double a hole, you triple a hole, and if you carry those emotions onto the next tee pad, that's where you start getting on the bogey train, because you're like, wow, maybe I'm not that good of a player. Those insecurities, those doubts that you already have, that we all have, even the best players in the world, you give them fuel if you start thinking about what just happened, okay? So when I blow up on a hole, I just breathe, I focus on my breathing, and I think about how I'm gonna score on the next hole. Okay, because you came to the course, you practiced, you should know what's your ideal situation. Even if you're an AM and your ideal situation is a single bogey, or your ideal situation is a par, or your ideal situation is a birdie or an ace, you've got to step up on the next tee pad and you've got to isolate that current situation. Okay, it doesn't matter where you are, what your round is, the shot that's in front of you is the one that you've got to live in right then. Yeah. Right, you can't dwell. You've got to just remember what you've done in practice, and you've really got to visualize your next shot and visualize what your best case scenario is on the next hole. If you continue to live on what happened, and you continue to live on previous holes and like the story of your round, the story of your catastrophe round, like you're gonna fuel the bogey train, and you're not gonna be thinking about the right thing when you throw, right?
Yeah.
It only takes like 5, 10, 20 seconds of focus on your next throw, you know? It doesn't matter where you are, even if you're sick or whatever, if you're just not feeling good, your girlfriend just dumped you or whatever, it only takes just 5 seconds of breathing to visualize the next shot that you need to hit and to go after it. So that's how I do it, as I try and isolate each situation. It's really easy to fuel the bogey train. You know, and that's a big thing. I see the difference in the pros and the AMs is the pros aren't living the story of their round. Okay? Most AMs, they're really focused on the results right away. Okay, they're focused on the hole, that the bogey or the par or the birdie even. You know, they get 3 birdies in a row and they're like, oh man, if I could just get 2 more birdies, I'm going to shoot 1030. And like, they're so focused on that. But the best players in the world, they don't even remember the birdies that they just got. Truly. I mean, Eagle won back-to-back Pro Tours. He didn't even know the score, literally. He literally didn't know the score. When he tapped in, he was like, I won? Like, you know, and that might to a lot of us look like, you know, he's just joking around, but he really doesn't know. He doesn't want to know, because it's easier. Ideally, it's easier if you're not living the story of your current round. Okay, if you try to tell the story of your round constantly, that's when it gets difficult. If you birdie the first 17 holes, don't even tell me that the 18th birdie is not going to be the hardest one, because you're living the story of your round and you're like, I just need one more for the perfect round, and you're all hyped up, and then of course you doink it, you know. But if you don't even literally know what you shot the last 17 holes and it's just the easy birdie, you've done it before, it's going to be a lot easier on you.
Right. Keeps that pressure down.
Yeah, keeps the pressure gone. There's no pressure at all. Because you're the one that's in control of the thoughts, and you're the one who causes your own anxiety of what's about to happen. That's why hole 1 is like the hardest hole for most people, because they're like living the story of the round. Like, but if hole 1 wasn't hole 1, and if it was just the shot that you were trying to throw right then, it would be easier.
Man, I hope that helps you guys out so much. I know for me, that is so true. The idea of living the story of your round. In fact, after the clinic happened, I tried to keep that mentality going into the next round. And man, it was so freeing. Stepping up to every tee shot knowing, hey, I don't have to be worried about what happened before, because it doesn't matter. I'm here to execute this shot right now. But remember, we have to do our part to support players like Nate who are out there touring. This is their job. So make sure you go check him out on his channel right there, on social media, on Instagram, things like that, and go buy his discs. The reason they put those tour series and signature discs out there are a way for us to support the players. So thank you again, Nate, for coming out and teaching people like us, AMs like us, and I hope you guys enjoyed that tip. Check out the channel. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button below, and we'll see you next Thursday for new content. But for now, I'm gonna leave you with the birdie.